It's Monday. It's a brand new week. How's it going? Today's the 17th and I'm reading my astrology calendar from a distance. But I'm going to tell you that. Hang on, let me look. I need to get this more close to me. Today, and I did notice this kind of recently, and when Kathy Beale gets one more reading, we'll go ahead and do a show. That's empowermentunlimited.net. Today, after kind of, like a non-eventful weekend in terms of astrology, we had the moon in Libra and the moon in Libra on Saturday and Sunday. Today we have Venus went into Cancer. That makes sense. It feels like that. The moon in Scorpio and Mercury in Cancer. So it's been an intensely deep, emotional day. Let me know if you felt like your emotions were more deep, and Cancer is like the most emotional sign of the zodiac, I think, and kind of intense. So thank you, Zircon. I appreciate the support. Anyway, I can relate to that. Anybody else? So when our resident astrologer Kathy Beale gets one more astrology reading, we can do a show. It'll probably be later in the week. And we're in the summer solstice week, so on Friday we have a full moon, I believe in Capricorn. Yes, we have a full moon in Capricorn on Friday and the summer solstice. It's kind of a big deal. I'm thinking of putting something together for that night. Hey, Kalani. Yay, good to see you. Good to see all of you. So I'll let you know, I'm a little bit slow to get that going because I haven't really decided what to do. Amy's a deep feeling Cancer. Yeah, it's a very emotional sign, and with Scorpio, the moon in Scorpio right now, it's, you probably have been feeling pretty intense. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate your support immensely. I got a couple comments over the weekend that I did not like in the least little bit, and I'm really doing my best to not let that affect me, but let me just tell you right now, it affects me. So, it's nice to be nice, especially during, you guys are all nice. Thank you, Michael. If somebody doesn't think that the dad jokes, should be there, somebody doesn't think I should tell people that I need readings in order to sustain this channel, and there. So that's it. And James is sending me roses. So that was my intense Cancerian and moon in Scorpio energy day. Hey, John. I don't know. I really do feel like Zircon is saying, why do people have those feelings? I really do believe that it's really important to look at one's life in general. I mean, everybody. And if there's injustices or, really bad treatment by others, that we clear it up somehow, that we process it so we don't end up, you know what I mean? The dad jokes keep our vibrations high. And I just want to say about that, because I've been thinking about it. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Brene Brown, who became really famous. She has 9 million views of her TED Talk on vulnerability. Hey, thank you for the donation, Minnesota. Nice, I love it. Thank you. It was an interesting, emotional few days. Anyway, so Brene Brown has this very famous TED Talk. It was maybe 10, 12 years ago. And she became the expert on vulnerability and how our vulnerabilities actually connect us to one another. And I guess a lot of people could relate to that. And she even said as famous as she was, she's been on Oprah, she's really written books and does a lot of talks. She's from Texas. And I remember her saying that she was advised not to read comments, and then she went ahead and read the comments and spent an entire day eating bonbons on the couch, curled up in a blanket. So just, I know you all do, but I just want to just share with you because I wear my heart on my sleeve. There's nothing about me that you don't know. Really. It's true. I've always been like that. That's kind of so when I get flippant, that's just me being me. Getting a strong sense of deja vu with what, Rose? So there's that. And you guys are also wonderful, and I don't really want to change anything, and I don't want to just refrain from telling you that I do need business, which helps you. And we're going to get into the cards momentarily, but I just want to mention, when I watch the news, like the mainstream news, and there's commercials, God, that's annoying. When I watch Midas Touch and they have those long commercials, God, that's annoying. But I'm in the awareness that that's how they sustain. So I'm not going to refrain from, asking you to book readings and asking you to sign up for my classes. We have a lot of fun. The classes are great. We have psychic classes coming up starting on July 6th. There are 7 of them. You can sign up for all of them at a discount, or you can sign up for just a couple if you want to learn how to be... Thanks, Moonchild. If you want to learn how to be more psychic, which is really helpful during these times of insanity, right? But I just want to make that point about Brene Brown. As successful as she was, the nasty few comments took her down for the count. Thank you, Cheryl. So this is a time in general. And Kitty Holler saying, stop looking at that crap. These people are jealous. I don't know what it is. I mean, I just kind of mentioned what I thought. Hurt people hurt people. And I appreciate your support, or I wouldn't even come on, right? Thank you, Christine. So during these times that we're in, where I'm very tuned in, as you know, with PNN, to what energy's going on in our country right now. And that's hard enough, right? We all know that. Michael's going to sign up for some of the classes. You don't have to take them all. You can just sign up for one. Whatever you can do. And thank you to those of you that donate. I love you and I appreciate you immensely. So during these times that we're in, it's really challenging. We hear people that hate America in America. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Moonchild. You guys are awesome. I'm like all sulking, and then I come on and I feel better. So say we help each other. We have people in America that are cheering for violence. I'm not going to leave. Warren signed up for the 727 class. Which one is that? I have to look at the list. Yes, I do Zoom. I do the classes on Zoom. We have people in our country that are calling for violence. We have people in the Kremlin and people like Viktor Orban, the loser, coaching Marjorie Trader Green. Oh my God, is it me or is Marjorie Trader Green's voice getting more annoying? Is it me? Okay, I'm not leaving you, Michael. Don't worry. Is it me? Hey, Thomas. I will read you dad jokes. Maybe not all of them. Is Marjorie Trader Green's voice getting more... It's getting squeaky. Oh my gosh, the other day I was by myself and I started imitating Marjorie Trader Green because it was just like... And they stole the election and they just... It's just like... Oh... Yeah, evil. And then I heard Luke Beasley, who's got a great YouTube channel. Check him out, Luke Beasley. He was playing a little bit of it. It's getting to the point. So shrill. It's getting to the point where it's really hard to listen to Trump. It's really hard to listen. I mean, just to take in that tone, that, and I'm of the mind, and I've learned this through Sadhguru and doing yoga and all that, that there is a certain, like, there's an energy, there's a vibration in somebody's voice that people pick up on, and hers is just screeching, screeching, screeching. And then we have Steve Bannon. I just saw a clip of Steve Bannon. Anyway, Luke Beasley was saying, I won't make you listen to too much for too long of a segment of Marjorie Trader Green. So I was like, wow, he gets it too. It's really hard. And then I see Steve Bannon, you know, at this Turning Point rally. I mean, I don't even know what Turning Point means. Yeah, Lauren Boebert has an annoying voice too. It's the tone. Marjorie Trader Green, Excedrian headache. I love that. Can you spot a nosy pepper? It gets jalapeno business. It's jalapeno business. I don't think I said that right. So Bannon is at this. I think it was a Turning Point convention, and they get these people to say that they're going to go to battle. You know? Oh, it's get all up in your business. I know, but I say jalapeno. And Kitty Hall is saying those pull-ups are ruining her voice. Oh my! Am I going to talk about Alito tonight? I can. I don't know where to begin. It's very, very, very disturbing. Let's just share this, you know, our collective disturbance. Bannon's trying to get the Supreme Court to keep him out of prison by calling for war, because that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. So he calls for war. He's just saying, everybody, you know, at these stupid conventions, everybody, let's go to war, right? Remember Giuliani? How can we forget? We're going to have, what did he say? Trial by combat on January 6th. Bannon needs to go to prison. These people are attempting to overthrow democracy and replace our democracy with autocracy. I think that we need to get massive amounts of postcards that with the main points of Project 2025 and send them everywhere. Everywhere. We need to send them everywhere. We need to send Project 2025 what it is everywhere. Don't think the FBI isn't keeping an eye on Bannon. Well, that's why they keep threatening the FBI. Good job, wrenches. I stepped in as a wrench too. Thanks. I don't like seeing Tarot Killer there. It's not cool. And Warren's saying there's an anti-2025 group started in Congress by the Democrats. Yeah, so we really need to get on board with that. And I have actually sent a postcard or two to people that were flying Trump flags. I just saw their address and I just sent them a postcard that said, you would lose everything. You would lose everything. You would lose absolutely everything. So it's like we want to protect them from a horrible life, right? We want to protect them from a horrible life. It's like we're watching them careening down the road, about to smash into a tree and just die, and we want to warn them. I don't know if that bot is still there, but I do think it's a bot. Hang on. Hang on a second. I don't want to give it too much energy. Let's try try another pendulum. That one wasn't working. Is that a bot? It's a bot. It's a bot. You've started to notice that some of Trump's evangelical supporters have stopped supporting him. That's what we need. Yeah, Bannon was a former U.S. naval officer. I think I told you guys that Against All Enemies, that was that Midas Touch promotes, because Midas Touch was part of it, and Sebastian Younger was part of it, and some other, I'm trying to think of the names, anyway, the guys on Midas Touch, they did a documentary about people like Bannon and the people that were in the military that have turned against America, and it's terrifying. So, So Bannon is calling for a civil war, and these people are cheering, and it's very Hitler-esque. It's very Hitler-esque. Bannon's gonna have a hard time detoxing in prison. Is he a drinker? Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards about this whole movement that he's all about. It's very distressing to see people in America wanting America to be a violent nation. He's a drinker. Okay, he's something. Rose is saying he's something. He's something, all right. I don't know if we've ever looked at his chart. I don't remember. I don't remember if we looked at his chart. So this is Bannon. Well, everything's being brought to light for him. Here's the thing. He's got, I don't get that he's feeling unafraid. I don't get it. I don't get that he's feeling unafraid. I feel like he's very afraid, and I'm not sure why. It's only 4 months that he has to go to prison. Is he afraid to go to prison? He's afraid to go to prison. I'm not sure why. It's only 4 months. If he has good behavior, it might be 1.5 months. Wow, that's interesting. Is he afraid that there'll be more crimes? Is he afraid that there'll be more crimes that he could be held accountable for? Yeah, I kind of feel like that he's, in the back of Bannon's mind, I kind of feel like he knows how many other crimes they could get him for. That's interesting. So maybe he's afraid he'd end up staying. All right, hang on. Is Bannon an alcoholic? Oh yeah. He's afraid of Jack Smith. That might be it. That might be it. Warren, do you have a theme that you want the group hug to be? Angela's asking, do I think that Bannon will, you mean run away? Do I think he'll run away? Will he run away? Well, the pendulum is saying yes. The 2 of Pentacles, yeah, I really think he's actually thinking about other things that could come up. Safety and security for the next 4 years. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing to do a hug about. Yeah, interesting. I didn't really expect to see that. It feels like you're surprised that I didn't know he was a drinker. I hadn't really, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's like, I hadn't really thought about it, you know? Now that I'm thinking of it, yeah, he probably is, right? He looks terrible. Let's see. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles is a lot of it has to do with money that he's received. Bannon and Giuliani at the bar. Wait, we were going to do a group hug. Let's do a group hug. Let's think about the American people rising up and love conquering this evil. All right? 1, 2, 3. Love conquers evil. Love is good for everyone. All right, and coming together and supporting one another. Please like and subscribe. I'm gonna move my table leaf a little bit so I can read better. Read your comments better. All right, we got Libby. We've got the Democracy Elf, Elliot. And we have Betty and Benny Bunny. We are born to be happy. Ernest Holmes. Dad joke, why did the hipster burn his mouth on pizza? Because he ate it before it was cool. Ouch. Alright, so while I'm thinking of it, I am going to do something for summer solstice on Friday. It might be a special thing for members. I'll let you know, so keep you posted. Over the weekend, okay, now there are out and out clear signs that the loser, the convicted felon loser, I'm just saying something that's a fact. He loses all the time. He's a con, but he's a loser, and he's a convicted felon. Kept showing us how much his mental acuity is slipping. It's so obviously in our faces. Bannon cheated Trump over the border wall. Yeah, so Bannon's calling for violence. He's just calling for violence. So, and I know Warren is saying that he's going to lose in November, that the loser's going to lose in November. I know that. We all know that. I think we all know that. Gloria, I'm not seeing any problem with the, I'm not going to give it any energy, but it's hidden right now. It's hidden from me. So let's put our attention on the positive. That's our job, right? Thank you for helping. It takes a special kind of stupid to lose money while running a casino. So he's losing his cognitive function. And I'm going to pull 3 cards about that. Because he just really is. Dad joke, I had a crazy dream last night. I was swimming in an ocean of orange soda. Turns out it was just a fantasy. Remember Fanta? I'm not a soda drinker, but I do remember Fanta. It's hard not to scream at the TV every time they claim what, Rose? Oh, that it's a tight race. I know. There are certain things I have to turn off the TV about. One is when they say things like, well, if he wins in November, then I turn it right off. Because I already know what Project 2025 says. Project 2025 just turns this country into a bloody mess. So Biden will win, but they're not planning to accept it. Yeah, I know, Rose, that annoys me too. The polls are showing. So let's pull 3 cards about his mental state. First of all. You liked the hug. Janice liked the hug. Yay! I like that you're all here. If you don't want to see the dumb comments, just block them. Just make sure you let them know first. It drives them crazy, and we all do it. They will see nothing here. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I'm asking if he's really gonna continue to lose his cognitive function, and the Ace of Swords. Well, he done lost his head, that dude. So I would say yes. I would say. What's interesting about this card, Renaud of Chantalon. I have to look. Here are the cards that I'm using in case you're interested in getting these cards. I think they're fabulous. Magicians, Martyrs, Madmen, Tarot. This is the Ace of Swords. Hang on, because now I'm just really curious. You must indulge me, because I want to know who this person was in history, and I'll give you a little bit of insight as to what's in this. Renaud was a French crusader who gained a reputation for repeatedly violating treaties between the Christians and Muslim leaders, making enemies among both factions. He spent years killing innocent Muslim pilgrims. Okay, yeah. After the battle, he was executed by the Muslim Sultan Saladin for refusing to convert to Islam. He was a bad dude. He was a bad dude. So, yes, he is losing his mind. And the High Priest, he is losing his mind. The High Priestess means they're trying to keep it a secret. Remember, I talked about that last Wednesday. It's hard to hide. It's hard to hide. And the Three of Swords. Trump is not doing well. This indicates heart congestion too, the Three of Swords. In the traditional tarot, it's a heart with the three swords piercing it. So that's, yeah. Electrostorm, is there a way to block Tarot Killer? I blocked him, but I don't, it's invisible to me. What you put your focus on increases. Let's keep that in mind. Let's pull 3 cards about the debate. Actually, I won't use these cards because those are the nefarious people cards, and I wanna pull 3 cards about whether it will happen. And since Biden's involved, we'll take the Llewellyn cards. You complained to YouTube, and did they heed your complaint? That's corporate. What do you think? I'm reading that. Warren, I'm reading that. Jeez. Hold your horses. You drinking a lot of espresso or something? Just teasing you. And I already answered that question. Thank you, Mari. I appreciate it very much. Are they going to debate? No, this looks like the loser will be. This is like the incarceration card, and the Five of Pentacles. He won't have it in him. He will not have it in him. Caffeinated tea, yeah. Sometimes tea has way more caffeine. I read an article this morning, very sad, just on that topic, about Panera Bread deciding to have this highly caffeinated lemonade that a woman who had heart issues already died. Anyway, just you mentioned caffeine, so be careful with that stuff. I think Panera should be held accountable. But anyway, I digress. This is about the debate. This is the Eight of Swords is like that's a feeling of being imprisoned. The Five of Pentacles is being destitute. And the Queen of Cups, I don't know who's supposed to be moderating that. No idea, but there's no audience. The Queen of Cups, what could that be? I'm not sure what that is. Something coming up around a woman for the loser. Something coming up around a woman. I kind of feel like a woman will talk him out of it. Oh, Dana Bash. No, that's not who I'm picking up. No, I'll ask again, Warren. I have asked before. I will ask again. I'm just teasing you, you know that. Is this debate gonna happen? I get a no. All right. Does does the loser calling for a drug test? I thought Ivanka Rose. I did think Ivanka. I feel like there's a woman who's going to talk him out of it. Are they going to use Joe Biden taking a drug test as a reason? Not that. Kellyanne Conway will talk him out of it? Okay, I see a female talking him out of it. Somebody who's close to him, like Ivanka, or although Ivanka acts like she doesn't really care nowadays, Kellyanne would be more invested. It looks like Kellyanne. You go, sissy. Get thee behind us, Satan. Is he going to blame the gag order? Is he going to blame the gag order? Kind of, sort of. Not really. Ivanka is out. I agree. There's no audience, Dancing Warrior. There are too many drinks with too much caffeine. I agree. Yeah, and I love coffee, but I don't drink those drinks. Those like Red Bull and all that. I don't know why anyone would have a Red Bull and vodka drink. It's like, doesn't one cancel the other out? Anyway, to each his own. The debate, okay. Is it going to be a last minute cancellation? No. Well, troll dad joke. How do you stop an internet troll sees their memes of production? Ba-dum-bum. Are Melania and Bannon in Europe? Are Melania and Bannon in Europe? It looks like yes. I'm trying to find the reason that he won't debate. Is it, well, it's not a last minute thing. It's being planned right now. Is he planning right now to not debate? Yes. Oh yeah, that's big. That's big. See my Biden-Harris pin? This is from 2020. Will he be remanded into custody and cannot debate? Well, it's supposed to be the 27th. Yeah. Okay. What's the deal? Is he planning currently to not debate? Is he currently planning to not debate? Currently planning to not debate. That's not decided yet. I think he wants to. YouTube is messing around, keeps spinning in your audio. Let me just tell you right now. The enemy countries have gotten in. So the enemy countries get in through social media. And it's happening more and more. I didn't get that it was a gag order that wasn't going to carry any weight. We'll have to, as it gets a little bit closer, it's next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Dad joke, smaller babies may be delivered by stork, but the heavier ones need a crane. Yes, and at a rally, he forgot the name of his doctor, so if it wasn't so scary what's going on right now, it would be just freaking hilarious. And I look forward to the day that we're able to laugh. It's Ronnie Jackson, right? His doctor, and he kept calling him, am I back? Everything seems to be working. If I freeze up again, I might have to go offline and just do a short one. So if I disconnect, I might have to just go offline. So get your questions in now. He called him Johnson, right? Well, there is a Ron Johnson. No, it was buffering. I think I'm back. You got that Biden is going to show up for the debate anyway. That's interesting. I'm going to pull three more cards about that debate, because inquiring minds want to know more. Indulge me. Yeah, it's Ronnie Jackson, but he was calling him Ronnie Johnson. Dr. Ronnie, the White House drugstore. Is the debate going to take place on the 27th? I have a no on that. I get a no on that. What did Lisa say? Okay. I don't know. 3 more cards about this. Can't lose a one-person debate. Hey, Marby. Okay. By the way, make sure that you go to church at Church of Spirituality here on YouTube, because you got to watch the church services. There's some really good stuff. Kitty Hall is saying, I pictured Biden alone up there. Will the debate be postponed to a different date? Oh, Wouldn't that be funny if Biden showed up just by himself? Will they change the date? No, they won't change the date. He didn't. Remember? Yeah, Ron Johnson is Wisconsin. Remember in 2020? I know, it was so long ago, and can you feel so long ago, and can you believe since prior to 2020 they were claiming the election was stolen, was to be stolen. Anyway, he bailed. Trump bailed on the last 1 or 2 debates in 2020. So why wouldn't he do it now? Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? 2 of Wands, the Hermit. I think you guys are right. I think that Biden's going to show up and the loser's not. I have the Hermit. I wonder. I don't. Will they be taking COVID tests before the debate? Yeah, how about that? Trump had the bad COVID. It was. Remember how horrible that was? We don't want to remember. Dr. Ronnie is a pill pimp, yes. Biden should ride his bike onto the stage. I love it. I like the way you think, Darren. Okay. Yeah, I see someone standing there alone. Biden will be responding to an empty chair. Who was it that did that one year during a political election year? Was it Clint Eastman? I'm trying to remember. Who talked to an empty chair? It was really weird. Pretending it was Obama, I think. Does anyone remember that? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I do not see, I see the 2 of Wands and Biden administration kind of waned out. And Biden's standing alone. Clint Eastwood, right? Eastwood. I guess it's Eastman. Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. And he was for McCain, was it? I'll have to look it up. Biden should wear a mask, yeah. You never know. You never know. I agree. I agree with you. All right. Meanwhile, back at the nefarious cards. So they're calling for ending democracy. They're calling for a fascist regime. They're calling for violence on the street. They're calling for eliminating every single department, every single federal department in the United States of America. They're calling for firing all civil servants. They're calling for anarchy. So, will he have a stroke or something else before the debate? I don't know if it's going to be before the debate. Will he have a health episode before the debate? Yeah, I'm not feeling before the debate. Will he have a health? Will Trump have a health episode after the debate? Yes, after the debate. The debate that it looks like isn't going to happen. Yeah, none of his culty followers showed up at the court. You're right. Let's read on this. Let's read on the July 11th sentencing and what will happen. Thank you for donating. I appreciate it. And my P.O. box is there too if you want to donate that way. And thank you to those of you who do. You know who you are. And thank you to the couple of people who booked readings, because I have kind of professed that I have to make money, so book readings, because you'll have a great time. You'll have a great time. I do mediumship, I read the tarot cards, I see past lives, I see solutions for challenges that you face. I'm clairvoyant. I do it all. 30 plus years here. 3 cards about the sentencing. And remember, Midas touch is on tonight. I'm not reading tea leaves tonight. I want to end on time, or a little before. Dad joke, I hate how funerals are always at 9 a.m. I'm not really a morning person. When I played piano for the Catholic Church, they were usually at 10. But I like the joke. 10 or 11. Hardly ever at 9. The sentencing. Well, that kind of looks like jail, doesn't it? The sentencing. Oh, the Hermit card for the loser. The Hermit card. Ooh. He's going. So, this is interesting, because it looks like Trump won't feel like he has anyone really helping him. But we really appreciate Thomas. We really do. Nine of Wands. I see Judge Mershon giving the loser exactly what, by the books, he should get. And I know that hasn't happened yet, but it's kind of like measuring it out. Well, for that he would get this, and for this he would get that. And how many times he violated the gag order? 10? Yeah. Jean, I think I'm going to look at that tonight. I wonder what the government is doing to prepare for what might come when the loser loses. Do you remember a few weeks ago I started saying I keep having a vision of, I think it's Inauguration Day. No, it's not Inauguration Day. It's voting day. I keep having a vision of military protection. Now remember, the military oaths still mean something. I know it's hard to believe sometimes. The military, they take an oath to defend and protect our Constitution, protect our country from all enemies, foreign, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, right? So, thank you. Thank you, Jen. So awesome. You believe the Republicans are hoping he goes to jail? I think that some people are hoping that he's just not here anymore. You know? The psych doctors on Midas are awesome. Are they on Midas? I thought they had their own channel. There's a great YouTube channel called Shrinking Trump. Really good. Really, and they have a lot of followers. They're psychologists, and they're citing the signs. They're letting people know what the signs are. I think they did stop that, Deb. Is Fox News still the only media played on military bases? I think they put an end to that due to public outcry. Thomas says, what we need is for Ursula the Sea Witch to come in and take away the convicted felon loser's voice. And how about MTG also? Just tell them to stop. I don't see that he won't be held accountable, that's for sure. I do not see that he won't be held accountable on July 11th. And then the guides are showing me that he gets very, very physically weak after that. Yeah, the Shrinking Trump. Check that out. They come on about once a week. Very good. You hope he lasts long enough to see jail for Americans to start healing. Yeah, I agree. reserving my right to advertise myself tonight. Please do sign up for a summer class. PsychicAnnetteDion.com is where you go for that. And please subscribe to Church of Spirituality. Just type in @Church of Spirituality on the YouTube search bar. I feel like he's going to get very weak after that sentencing. Now, what I do want to read on too is, well, first I'm going to use these cards to read on democratic messaging. You like my commercials? Thank you. So glad I didn't get discouraged and not come on. I wouldn't do that to you guys. That moon in Scorpio and all that energy in Cancer, yeah. Really intense day. Please like and subscribe. Couple of things. One is that, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but every week it's like one thing after another. Thank you, Kathleen. One thing after another, after another, after another, where they're just kind of, and this is why we really do have to stick together and support one another. Last week, the Supreme Court threw out the bump stock ban. I'm still reeling from that. I'm getting ready to write an article about that, with that as a subject matter tomorrow. The Supreme Court is so corrupt that they're murderous. And we'll read on that in a second. I'm going to pull 3 cards about the Democrats' messaging. This is really important. It's wicked so important. They're starting to ramp it up. And I really do feel that we need to have massive, maybe I'll get some made postcards that list bullet points what Project 2025 is. And you can just put at the top of it Trump's plan. You can make them yourself. I don't like to look at what Project 2025 is. It's extremely distressing. I was with my grandnephews yesterday, and I think about, they're the cutest things in the world. And I'm not going to be all like proud auntie, and show you pictures, but also I don't think my nephew would like that. But anyway, or my niece. But we have to save this country. We can't do 2025, Project 2025. This is amazing. Vote Vets is putting out the message too. So what I'm going to look at right now is 3. The other thing to look at is Trump's Agenda 47. I hope he's no longer on the earthly plane by then. I mean, because he's that, by whatever means, just because he's so dangerous. I just hope that, that his time naturally elapses. Oh, Doug's been lurking. Why are you lurking, Doug? You don't have to lurk. If I'm ever not going to come on, I will let you know in advance. You follow the 2025 plan very closely, but the MAGAs don't believe they will do it. That's the problem. Okay, so I'm pulling, well, we're going to get to that. All right. The Democrats' messaging. What's happening is they keep, all right, the Democrats' messaging is actually quite good. It's going to get quite good. And the 9 of Swords is indicating that the message that the Democrats are going to start putting out is going to keep people awake at night. Yes, it'll be best for the world when Trump departs, whenever that might be. It will. He's just been a bull in a china shop, to put it very mildly. Why did the chicken cross the road to show the possum it could be done? I think I might have heard that in 4th grade. James is saying Trump is too evil to cross over yet. What do you mean? Yeah, the women will come out huge to vote for Biden. This is like, I do feel the Democrats really getting their message out and keeping people awake at night. I mean, people with kids and grandchildren and grandnephews and all that, and nieces. Thank you, Joni. Is it Joni or Joby? Joby. Yes, please subscribe. It's been pretty stuck for a long time. Dad joke. Somebody stole all my lamps. I couldn't be more delighted. Trump has shown us how many people don't want democracy. Well, Flower Wind, that is actually not true. Let me tell you something about that. What he's shown us is that people don't understand how much they have in their democracy. Come on, you guys, get a little more positive. Kathy Beale's in the house. She's in Houston. I was just asking people to sign up. We need one person to sign up for an astrology reading, and then we'll schedule a Spirit Talk podcast. EmpowermentUnlimited.net. Come on, you guys. Don't you want to have your chart read? It's the blueprint. It's your soul's blueprint. No, it's not that people don't want democracy. People that say they don't want democracy have no idea. They have no idea. I feel like in one of my more recent past lives, I was, probably a lot of us were, in a violent fascist regime, country. It chills me to my core. They know not what they do. Exactly, Maria, like we were talking about. Please check out, too, last week I did a Thursday night, in lieu of our Grassroots Democracy meeting, I did a live stream talking about the cult and how people get caught up in the cult and how it doesn't make sense to talk to them about Trump. You just have to be a presence that they know is there, and it can be kind of subconscious too, where they just see you and they're like, well, that person feels safe and stable, and that's all you need to do. You do not need to talk about, right, Warren? You don't. Warren learned this. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you appreciated that. I might do another one. There's somebody here who's a Trumpster who actually would like to do a show with me too, so we may do that soon. What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi? What? Wasabi? Anyway, what I was saying was, when you're talking to somebody who's MAGA, if they're wearing a shirt, for instance, right, Warren? If they're wearing a shirt, what part of what the whole program is, when they're real MAGA, is to make sure they piss you off. Because I want to just reiterate, in case you didn't see that show last Thursday, that the dark side needs your participation. Thomas, someone loves your dad jokes. Annette Dion. The dark side needs to feed on something. And the dark side needs to agitate you. And when you get agitated in their presence because they're waiting to agitate you, then your vibrational frequency it sinks down, right? This is very challenging. It goes down. And Warren's telling me, one of his relatives had a t-shirt on, and I'm sure it was directed at you, Warren. White, straight, Republican, and male. What else can I do to piss you off? That was the shirt. And good for you. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Yes, let's go out. We have a local in the house. They need that fodder, right? So Warren didn't respond. He said he didn't want to talk about it. That's what you have to do. When you bump into somebody who's in the cult, and it is a cult, if they're believing that they want to destroy America through violence, that's a cult. If they're agreeing that they want to destroy their own lives and the lives of all their loved ones, that's a cult. Drinking the Kool-Aid was a real thing. Let's remember. So it's fodder for the demonic for you to get angry. That's why they say own the libs. And as soon as they've owned you, the evil has won. Do not allow it to happen. Stand there, steady, strong, in the light. Use a line that I got from Ken Keyes. It's a book that was written in the 70s called Handbook to Higher Consciousness. You might be able to find it in a used bookstore. Always us living love. You can just chant that in your head because they're chanting MAGA points in their head while they're talking to you. Own the libs, own the libs, own the libs. Dad joke, the quickest way to make antifreeze, just steal her blanket. That's my bell. All right. That's kind of a piercing bell. Nice one. Okay, so before we go, I just want to pull 3 cards on what all the right-wing extremist channels that are promoting violence are doing with their advertising. They're pretending that Biden has cognitive difficulties because they're trying to hide, I got the High Priestess card about the loser. They're trying to hide his... It's really hard to hide. As long as he insists on getting out there in front of people, it's going to be really hard to hide. It's 8 p.m. Alright, let me just pull these 3 cards and then I'll let you go. Okay. People who wear and say those things really hate themselves deep down. It is true. Forgive them. They know not what they do. So so actually, this is interesting. This is actually kind of positive. I'm asking about what all the fake news, all the extremists are doing, how that's going to pan out. And I have the Death card and the Fool. They're being foolish. And I actually feel like, there's a way to flag misinformation. The 8 of Pentacles. There'll be plenty of back and forth. I told you guys like a couple months ago, the word Russian propaganda kept popping into my head. Like that's all we were going to see. So, Christine, I'll reach out to you. Christine Armstrong. We'll get together. For sure. It's 8 o'clock and it's Monday, so that means it's Midas Touch time. So please go watch Midas Touch. But first, please go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Share my song about January 6th. It's making me crazy that song isn't out there more. Because it's a really important message. I don't even care if people don't know that I wrote it. And also, we have our meeting tomorrow night, Guided Meditation for a Healed America. So go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Celtics are playing tonight? I don't follow basketball. I should know though. grassrootsofdemocracy.com to join us for 20 on Tuesdays. And then we're going to do a separate meeting at Church of Spirituality tomorrow night also. We've kind of broken them up. And we go over the readings from yesterday from our church. Last dad joke, I asked a French man if he played video games. He said, oui. Thank you for lifting me up. We lift each other up. That's why we're here. Get activated. I'm getting ready to march in a couple of parades. I'm going to put that together to promote Grassroots of Democracy. Please promote Grassroots of Democracy. We'll see you soon. Love you guys. All right. Namaste. Bye.